Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing a cook with me video. I haven't done a video in a while with a recipe or with me cooking, but today I was making something new. I'm making beef stew in the crock pot, and I'm gonna make some cornbread muffins with it. So I thought this would be a good video to share with you guys because this isn't something that I make frequently or often. Usually during the week I try and make like salmon and fish and baked chicken, simple things like that. But today I'm doing something new. This is my first time making this, and I did get the recipe from my mom, so hopefully it turns out just as good as hers turn out. So I'm going to share with you guys the ingredients that I purchased to make this dish, and I'm going to walk you through all of the steps that I'm taking, and you'll get to see the finished product. So if you're interested in seeing how to make beef stew, how I make my beef stew in a crock pot, then stick around. So the first thing I'm gonna do is peel my potatoes. I did rinse these off already. So I'm gonna start with 3 potatoes. I have 3 potatoes here. Hopefully this is enough. I'm just gonna peel them. So I peeled the potatoes and I cut them right down the middle. And then I cut them again. I cut them 4 ways, so they're like long spears. And then I'm gonna cut them into blocks. So I don't want them too big, but I don't want them too small, because they're gonna cook for about 5 hours. So if I make them too small, they'll cook really fast and get really soft. So here are the potatoes. You see they're like small, medium size. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these into the crock pot. Next, I'm gonna open up this beef stew meat, and they're like little chunks of meat. I'm gonna open those up, and I'm gonna pour them right into the crock pot right over the potatoes. Get my scissors and cut this open. And I'm not gonna rinse the meat. I'm just gonna pour right into the crock pot. It's up to you if you wanna rinse your meat or not. But for extra flavor, I'm gonna just throw it in there. Any bacteria that may possibly be on this meat, it will get killed in the process of cooking. As you can see, this crock pot is getting quite full, and I haven't added the vegetables yet. So I am going to add just a little bit more meat. I'm not gonna use this entire pack because, like I said, this crock pot isn't very big, and this is quite a bit of meat in here. So I did add the beef broth. I added all of the seasonings that I showed you in the beginning of the video. And I added the beef cubes. So everything's all mixed up together and ready to go. And here how's everything look in the pot with all of the seasonings and the seasoning cubes, the potatoes and the meat. I'm just gonna stir this up, and I'm gonna start it up and let it cook for about 2 to 3 hours. I'll check on it. And around that time, I'll start adding the corn and the green beans. I'm gonna cook this on high, and I'll be checking on it periodically. So the beef stew has been cooking for about 4 hours. And I just added a half can of green beans. I didn't want to use the whole can because I don't need like a ton of vegetables in it. And I'm going to use a half can of corn. So this is how the stew looks. I'm going to let it cook for another 40 minutes. I did taste it and it does taste pretty good right now. So I added the corn, half can of corn. It's a little soupy, which is fine, but I do want to thicken it up, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of flour. I added a little bit of the all-purpose flour just so that the juice will thicken up a little bit. As you can see, it's already gotten a little bit thicker. So I want it to be more thick than soupy. So I do have a baking dish that I'm going to use. And I have the Jiffy, of course. And I got some Christmas cupcake holders that I'm going to put my muffins in. I do like to cook them in these. I feel like they cook better. They don't cook as fast when you put them in cupcake holders. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in the oven. And by the time those are ready, then the stew should be done. So the stew is officially done. I hope you like this video. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos from me. And here's my plate. And I made some cornbread to go with it. Thanks for watching. Bye.